Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho Weather Hazard Briefing for Monday, March 31st. Got an active day of weather ahead as a cold front brings a mix of rain, snow showers, and isolated to scattered thunderstorms, and I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Key points we're going to focus on today. Again, that aforementioned cold front will be building in later today, but we are already seeing some rain, snow showers, and isolated thunderstorms ongoing already this morning. Looking ahead towards later today is when we're expecting the best chances for some isolated stronger thunderstorms potentially. Bigger concerns around that will center around wind gusts to about 40 to 50 miles an hour, small hail, and moderate to heavy precipitation. Looking ahead towards Tuesday and Wednesday, an overall unsettled pattern is expected to continue, not as organized as what we're going to see today, but overall just keeping around some daily rain snow shower chances through the work week. Looking towards later in the week as we head into the weekend, increasing influence of high pressure, looks like we should see warming and drier conditions as we finish out this week and into early next week. And taking a quick look at satellite imagery for you this morning. Overlaid here is lightning data, so you'll see some of those green flashes on your screen. We did see some isolated thunderstorms overnight, indicative of the unstable atmosphere that's going to be out there today. Mainly, we saw some up in the central mountains, a couple out in the Snake River Plain, and down along the Wasatch Front. Cold front still to our west, but we are already seeing some isolated convection ongoing. Expecting that round to continue to shift east ahead of our next round building in for later today into this evening. And a look at the bigger picture for you guys. So low pressure system, again, a couple series of them moving off the coast there. But this main one moving on shore for us today. It's going to be the main driver of precipitation, helping to usher in some cooler temperatures as we head into Tuesday. And a look at your weather risk outlook for the next 5 days. Main concerns will center around today with the passage of a cold front. What that means for us is rain, snow showers, and isolated to scattered thunderstorms. Best chances for some more moderate snow potential will remain confined to the mountains, but we can't rule out some light accumulations across our lower elevations. Heading into Tuesday behind the cold front, we'll see a mix of rain, snow showers continue, but overall trending a little bit down from what we're going to see today. By midweek, we're just keeping enough moisture around to keep some rain, snow showers in the forecast. Those will peak in coverage each afternoon with diurnal heating. But other than that, heading into the weekend, conditions do look like we should warm up and dry out. And breaking down the thunderstorm outlook for you today, we are highlighted from the Storm Prediction Center across our entire area, just on a general thunderstorm outlook. But I wanted to highlight some of the probabilities for you here, which is shown on the right. This is the HREF model probability of thunder for today, which shows our area in about a 30 to 70% chance of thunderstorms, with the most active corridor expected to be the Magic Valley into the I-15 corridor. And taking a quick look at what we have out there on radar this morning, we are already seeing several bands of moisture that have been building in since yesterday evening. Overall, there's been at least a break in between most of these, but we have one departing northeast into Wyoming early this morning, the next one lifting northeast through the Magic Valley, Wood River Valley, and up from Utah. And our radar is picking up on some of these convective buildups down into Utah. Again, radar height once we get down there, just looking at the tops of the clouds, but indicative of some moisture already building in this morning. And taking a look at timing here, I got the North American model on the left, her model on the right. Overall, these would be tracking times for you in Zulu shown at the top. Just subtract 6 hours from that to get local time. But while these may differ in overall timing and placement of these bands, overall just wanted to highlight some of the potential that we have for later today. So there's that aforementioned push of moisture building in for this morning. Mix of rain, snow showers, rumble of thunder or two certainly possible. But the main show will arrive for this afternoon and evening. A lot of this will be contingent, so we do have a couple scenarios outplaying. These models are going to allow for sufficient daytime heating to generate enough instability out there for some strong thunderstorms to develop. If we end up staying cooler, a little bit more cloud cover, we may not see these thunderstorms be realized, but certainly something to keep an eye on with both these models in near agreement for this afternoon and evening on a strong cold front building into the area. As we head around noon, this is 1 o'clock here. You can see that cold front still working through the central mountains and Magic Valley. It'll reach the I-15 corridor between about 2 and 5 p.m., shifting east into Wyoming through the evening hours. But as you can see behind that main push of energy, really more isolated precipitation chances. We're looking at two main corridors setting up, one up in the central mountains, Montana Divide, and another one across extreme southern Idaho. But for everybody else, for tonight into tomorrow, looking more showery in nature before things pick up during the afternoon, diurnal heating, helping to get some more snow shower activity, but certainly for tomorrow, not looking nearly as impactful when it comes to snow. But certainly keep in mind that some of these bands for tomorrow may be convectively enhanced with some moderate to heavy snow at times. And temperatures out there for you today, it's going to be a mild one, near normal temperatures, back in those 40s and 50s. And precipitation amounts for today, are going to be generally in that about quarter to half inch range for most of our mountains. Across our lowest elevations, about a tenth to a quarter inch, with best chances for snow, again shifting into the high country, but can let some light snow across the lower and central Snake River Plain. And wind gusts out there for you today. This is just taking a look at synoptic winds. So this is just what's already going to be out there without thunderstorms. We're going to see gusts peaking about 30 to 40 miles an hour. And heading into your Tuesday, a cold morning behind the front. Places like Stanley in the single digits and teens, but everywhere else in the 20s, 30s. Afternoon highs noticeably cooler now in the 30s to mid 40s. And for your Tuesday, we'll just keep some light precipitation chances going. Overall mix of rain, snow possible, but overall trending drier from what we're going to see today, as best chances for more moderate snow shift to our further north and east. And wind gusts on your Tuesday, again, keeping with that breezy wind trend, we are going to see wind gusts continue to be about 30 to 40 miles an hour for your Tuesday. And heading into Wednesday, another cool morning followed by afternoon highs still below normal in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. And wind gusts on Wednesday still looking breezy, especially around the Magic Valley, but looking towards later this week is when we're expecting winds to drop off a bit more for our area. And some isolated rain, snow showers continuing Wednesday, Thursday, and into Friday, but overall temperatures will remain fairly consistent during this active pattern, still seeing highs in those 40s and 50s. And for Friday, little change there, starting to dry things out as we finish out the work week into the weekend, highs still in the 40s and 50s. And a look at what's to come, again, that high pressure under the increasing influence for our area means above normal temperatures and below normal precipitation. And that is reflected well here in the latest 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, highlighting the Pacific Northwest in that above normal favored category for temperatures. And with respect to precipitation, kind of going with the flow there when it comes to high pressure, but certainly below normal favored precipitation is expected through that April 5th through 9th timeframe. 8 to 14, a little bit of a change there as the bulk of that below normal favorability shifts to our east, but we're still leaning below normal here in central and eastern Idaho. The one big thing will be the temperatures. So overall, we're looking like above normal temperatures will return. We're talking highs back in the 50s, 60s, maybe even 70s as we head into early and mid-April. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Monday and stay safe out there.